Hello, good morning. Welcome to Business. My name is Beverly Broom. The National Lottery Authority has given legal backing to about 18 private lotto operators, popularly known as banker-to-banker lottery operations across the country. This comes after the Director General of the NLA, Sami Ewuku, and the board held a crunch meeting to consider the issuance of licenses to the banker-to-banker operators and also allow them to operate without fear of intimidation and harassment from the police.
Management of the National Lottery Authority, including the Director General Sami Ewuku and some private lottery operators, popularly known as banker-to-banker lottery operations, at a crunch meeting, perused the license to ensure both parties are satisfied with the provisions in the document. After hours of interrogations and queries and subsequent response from the management of NLA, the banker-to-banker operators were satisfied with the document. The license were then issued to about 18 companies, including Miwokakraya Bedinti Limited, Zagdo Company Limited, among others. The Director General of NLA, Sami Ewuku, who is confident of the credibility of these operators, observed that the move to license them will sanitize the lottery industry in Ghana.
It is the first major step towards sanitizing the lottery industry in Ghana. We have in excess of over 300 entities operating illegally. 120 started the process of joining us to be regularized. After going through this elaborate process, rigorous and vigorous process, we have 18 people we can certify and license them on this day of our Lord, where the license has been issued. Because they started the process beginning of the year, the license is from January to December and then 31st. The NLA is pleased to inform the general public that these are people we can vouch for. These are people we can do business with. And then there are two licenses issued today. One is the 722, which is the original game of the NLA, per the Act 722. The NLA also did get its franchise from the military. That's the Veterans Administration Ghana. And so that's the Act 844, which establishes the Veterans Administration Ghana. And then we can confidently say that today we have also licensed 4 companies to also operate under the 844 to boost the revenue base of the NLA and for us to be able to support our military colleagues.
Reacting to concerns of the over 200 companies who failed to meet the criteria necessary for the issuance of their licenses, Mr. Ewuku warned against operating illegally. Beginning
next week, where the NLA will also enforce the provisions in the Act 722 and also Act 844. So if you are operating illegally, you are not supposed to operate. The task force will be on the lookout, will confiscate equipment and items, and then we also hand you over to the police. We'll be having a joint exercise between the NLA and the security agencies. Some have already been arrested, some are standing trial, some have been prosecuted, some have been fined and jailed. So it's a process which will continue unabated till we're able to sanitize the system accordingly.
Meanwhile, Board Chairman of NLA, Francis Albert Nyonyo, is confident the licensing of these companies will aid the authority create employment opportunities for the youth.
It's going to increase our revenue, and then we're also going to employ more people, and then we're also going to build our legacy, the goodwill and infrastructure which are lying down undeveloped. So it's going to help us to generate revenue and also create a job opportunity for many people. And now it's legalized industry where you don't see, if you are not licensed by NLA, then it means you are operating illegally. So we must take an action to prosecute you or put you before court so that more revenue will rake in, more the state is comfortable.
CEO of Wulaki Company Limited, Kofi Ananiye, and owner of Accurate Giant Limited, Alex Kofi Hansen, who were excited about the issuance of the license, indicated that the certification will boost their revenue generation.
I think it's long overdue. It's now in the right direction. And I think it's now going to allow us to transparently operate, and for customers and for enthusiasts to know that these are genuine and legal companies that they can work with. And it's really going to impact on the bottom line, which is margins and the fortunes of the company. I'm really excited. In the past, we've all been trying to operate in the space, but because we didn't have the license and we didn't have the authorities backing, we couldn't come out to operate as we wanted to.
We have been waiting this license a while, but we are glad to see these licenses. So we are going to use it well.